CTO training was more theoretical, whereas here it's more of practical work, getting to deal with children one-on-one.
My experience interacting with the learners has been very amazing. One time you are a parent, one time you are a teacher, another time you are a counselor, another time you are a musician and a dancer.
I would say there are some slight and distinctive nuances that you can notice when you're coming to the ground. And it is so energetic over here, I will only have to say that you only have to meet them to know who they are.
When you come to the schools, you get the population is very high, and classroom management is like a process. With time, the learner gets used to you, and it's how you interact with them, that's how you're able to manage those classrooms.
Very good. The first line of each paragraph, a clap for him. I feel like the training prepared me to what I was about to meet, and I feel like they align equally, and I am more informed now that I'm doing the actual thing on ground.
Class management is not as easy as when you are doing the mock lesson during the training. But all in all, learning new tricks on how to handle children, learning to be a kid and a learner at the same time with them, and reasoning at their level makes things more manageable.
We were given a scope of what as learning looks like in a classroom, but when you get to the ground, you get to interact with the students and get to actually meet them at a personal level, and you get to articulate each and everything, interact with them, and yeah.
Population is very high as compared to how the training was, but the skills that you get in training help you counter these problems, and they help you to adapt very well.
I hope to advance and continue what has already been started here, and that is learning through play. Hope by the end of this year that I would have been able to continue the learning through play initiative here, and make sure that by the end of the year, my PP1 students will be able to transition smoothly into PP2.
Of course, when you get to class every single day, I get to know how they're feeling. We do a little exercise where you express yourself. If you're happy today, you're going to have a high five. If you're sad today, you're going to have a hug. If you don't know how you're feeling today, then you get a fist bump, boxe thing.
I got to realize that there's some learners who have different conditions, which may be like mild autism, hyperactivity, and this sometimes limits them to how they get to learn. So you realize that some of the resources here are helpful but not very efficient in terms of helping them learn. So bringing that is one of the things that I would like to bring around to allow them learn as the other learners learn in class.
One of the main methods of teaching that encouraged them so much for these past 5 days that I've done is to use songs, to use mnemonics, to use puzzles, to use also anything that captures and motivates their mind. So I want to be able to introduce songs and as a way of understanding and noticing, and also a way of delivering knowledge to these students.
So yeah, I hope that my learners will be able to color inside the letters and the different numbers, and to also enjoy class and to enjoy the learning process, to enjoy coming to school in the morning. Some of them still cry, but I hope by the end of the year, they'll be able to come and enjoy school.
When I get to the classroom, I want my learners to feel loved, seen, secure, and I want them to feel as though they are at home with someone they know and trust.
Most of the learners leave PP2 without being able to write and even spell words correctly. I want to change that. I want to be part of a team that helps learners to be able to write, to elevate the literacy levels, and to change the perception that parents have on public school.
I want to ensure that my learners feel valued. Anytime they see me, they see somebody who needs change. They also see somebody who is confident, and also their discipline is a key.
My learners get to feel at home. However much it's still school, they get to feel at home, to feel happy, and to feel welcome.
Feel included in the classes, and to have a space where they can come to me and share with me, and be comfortable that I can be there for them and not judge them in any way.
I would like these children, specifically the grade 5 and grade 4 and grade 6, whom I teach, to be able to have sharpened and cultivated the French skill as a tool of foreign language that can be able to bridge the gap from here to international development. So this is something that I would like to promote, international diplomacy, and also to bring forth other international communities.
I want them to feel loved, seen, and secure.